Good afternoon. Drum and bass, yeah. I'm a drum and bass father, doesn't wear Gucci, don't wear Prada, but well, I like to have healthy relations. Push it too hard. What? Anyway. I think we might as well just kick into it, eh? Is that what we're gonna do? I think this movie's a bit up before now. Anyway, it's fine. Here we go. Hello. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Right, Jack is flying somewhere in Northern Asia. Saw that already. Those gorillas probably studying. No hangover yesterday. Yeah, what's going on? Day 3 of a stream. 3 streams in a week. Holy shit. Cop that and the horse you rode in on. You're at work. Even worse. Yeah, g'day. Hi. How you going? No sim crash. I shall join. Oh, nice. Well, we're going from New Caledonia to Auckland. I picked up this scenery today. It is on sale at Sim Market for MFS. It is $12.16 Australian cents from SierraSim. We'll have a quick look around. I'm a little bit early. I'm not supposed to start the stream for another 3 minutes, so that's fine. Oh shit, hang on. Off we go. Overall, first impressions are, looks good. Flight simulator. Right, okay. Overall looks pretty good so far. Like, nice scenery. I've always, like, this airport's always been interesting to me because it's like, it's had, like, things in the past that sort of made it look good at times. Quite a modern airport. Quite a modern airport. Oh, look, someone's over there. I've been to New Caledonia once. I didn't fly there though. I was on a ship. See? That's the wall. I thought this had interior. Where's it not? Right. No issues there. I don't mind it. It's just an exterior only. Look at that. French and New Caledonia, yeah, they're not bad, but the I like the apron textures. Textures are nice. Yeah. Go over here, have a look. Not too bad airport. How's everyone's weekend going? Got a pretty laid back one myself. I got some washing downstairs, which I'll go and deal with in a little bit. I got to put some more washing on, otherwise I'm not gonna have many clothes to wear this week. Yeah, Callan's hanger. Go inside. Hello, anyone home? Happy Mother's Day? Oh, thanks, because I am a mother of 2 cats. Actually, in all fairness, Amal is actually sitting on top of my computer at the moment. She's gone to the warmest place that she can find, which in itself is dangerous. But, you know. Yeah, New Caledonia. Nice little airport. Definitely going to come back here. I went to download the Air Callan livery, and then it's like, oh, it's for the original 320. And then the problem with that was that obviously flyby. I changed it to fly-by-wire, but then it's like, yeah, nah, you can't do that because apparently the paint model is completely different. Anyway, no biggie, no biggie smalls. I always found this part of the building, this glass facade, whatever this is, I always found that interesting. It's unique. Well, apparently we're not straight. Oh, hello. There we go. There we are. In the 320 Neo. Apparently, announcement, well, not announcement, but news came out today that the Phoenix A320CO Neo is due to come out soon. News that came in earlier today, I did see it. Exciting stuff. Right, so I've done a little bit of cockpit prep already. The aircraft is boarded. Apparently something's not in the database. That's okay. Go over here. Block fuel, not allowed. Okay, I can't do that. Block fuel is 8.52. 8. Yeah. G'day. James Lawrence, hello mate, how are you? 50.5, 24.3. That's fine. Let me bring up my little thingy over here. So trip fuel, we're planning on 5.1. That's fine. Alternate fuel. Alternate 0. We're not carrying an alternate. Route reserve 0.5. Goes in there. Final 9.2. That's fine. Everything there is fine. Cool. Let's have a look at the flight plan because it did say something's missing, which is not. Excuse me. Not supposed to move the trim wheel. So we got Scuba, Osvar, Norfolk Island, yeah. Abvom, Muggum, yep. Elnos. Cool. So we want the Scuba departure. Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve. What's the weather like here at Nemea? It's 40 at 9. 40 at 9, so that gives me 70 degrees. It's all crosswind basically. Scuba Steve departure. Scuba Steve. Insert. There you go. We'll brief the departure shortly. Well, I don't know why there's a discontinuity there, but fuck you, off you go. Get rid of that for now. Right, so we're all good there. I'm using the experimental version of this. You still can't. Stress there. Iris. That's fine. Back my. There he is. Would join you, but my joystick has decided it's had enough. Oh wow. Am I on VATSIM? I can be. I did actually say I was going to. I'm not on VATSIM at the moment. Do we want to be on VATSIM? Is that a thing? Do we want to do that today? Let me know if you want to do VATSIM. Mouse yoke. Good. Let's go performance. Why is this then giving me this? Okay. Flight plan. Performance. Do some check. Oh, is this like performance? Okay, so that doesn't give me alright, let's do this. Let's go flaps 2. Oh, you know what? You know what? Hang on. Really? That person is on MFS? Air fuel weight center gravity is 24. Electro. So 2. And it's up 0.6. Flexing, we'll flex to 40. I think that's gives me speeds of 131, 132, 136. Happy as Larry. I think some access sensor has got the plane is because we're banking to the left. Have you calibrated the joystick? Which joystick is it? Is it like a Thrustmaster or something? Right. I don't know what altitude. What altitude are we supposed to be in? We are cruising at 370. 370 at 6. There. There. Did we want to be on that team? Airbus TCA. Just do what I did and just delete all your registry files and you'll be fine. Said no, I never. Okay, we want to be on SierraSim. V-pilot. By the way, full disclosure, don't listen to anything I ever say about talking about reg keys because you just break your whole computer. You know. Don't do it. Don't do it. What are we? We are New Zealand 783. We're 320. Connected to voice set.
Departure right turn, departure to the south.
What? Is there an aircraft near us? Probably not. Am I inside someone? Is there an event on? There's another Air New Zealand 320 over there. That's Jack. Apparently there's someone behind me. Allegedly. Be someone here. Oh, or are they on Atlanta? Oh, that's... Is that Betsy? Could be someone like here. Going onto the runway. Are they Betsy? Oh, look, no, there they are. That's the livery we were supposed to be flying, and it broke. Cool. Anyone else gonna come join? Well, there's an aircraft. Cool. No. Jack, you ready to go? Oh yeah. Somehow it was installed on my computer, so I had to get rid of it yesterday. It was a bit weird. You know. Does the Phoenix use elements of the original Neo, or is it? It's so from what we have discovered, or what we know, the Phoenix is a standalone aircraft that they've bought the license off the guys that make like home simulator stuff. So you ready to go? Okay, cool. Right, let's start the APU. There you go. Looks like Aerosoft interior. Really? Beggars cannot be choosers in that regard. It'll be interesting to see its functionality. That's one point to say. I was about to do GSX again. Pushback. Replan pushback.
Numeric traffic, Carolina 410, we're passing 4.5, we're climbing now, and we are clear to the south.
We'll be interested to see what it's like compared to the FS Lab. Yeah, it will be. You know, we shall see.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
Stand by. Stand by. Alright, Shunny. Let's go. Big along.
Flight attendants, armed doors, and cross-check.
Yeah, you heard that right. $2,000 in the box. What a chance. Excellent.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed. Please set parking brakes. The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Ah,
Parking
cool.
brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
What are you in,
cleared
Jack?
for
You in
start
there
and
as
push.
well?
Okay, cleared for push start. Parking brakes are released. Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence. It will start in the sequence.
It'll start in the sequence. Yeah, Eno. Screenshot. Oh, that sounds meaty. I don't know why they have the aircraft sit so low in the frame. I get that. Is that available? I was having a bit of a gaze at some A220 videos of the engine sound. Because they're bigger and they've got more like the fan face is bigger, so there's more fans in that. You're starting to get that same sound as the GE90. You know, it's interesting.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake. Parking brake set.
Parking brake is set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Thank you, Frankfurt Airport ground handling.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect. Roger. Good engine start. Clear it to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight. Holding position, waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Waiting for the visual. Come on. Test. Yeah, I swear a lot of modern. Yeah, I think it's just because of the size of the fan, like the fan face now. Hello, Matthew. Mister, I'm not going to come flying with you because you have found jokes, facts. I just need to check actually. Cool.
Caledonia traffic, engine 933, lining up and backtracking the runway 11. Caledonia traffic.
Road to Caledonia, IFR 320 New Zealand, 783 taxi. I don't know the runway, it's that one. Viper release? Yes. I probably should just check this one better. The pool. Yeah, we've done that. Dude. What was that? Yes. After start. ATO's not required off. ECAM services checked. Pitch trim 0.6 down checked. Taxi, flight controls. Ooh. Let's give me the flight controls again. A full left, full right, full up, down, rudder check, left and Laps config 2 is set both radar. Okay. Works. There's the, you know, else is the flown of this thing, isn't it? Yep. Where are you, Mr. Tank? You did. However, he's got a family event, so he won't be joining us today. Road select a normal ECAM memo blue. Brake check. Down. Go down. Probably an airport that you probably would want to use the full runway because of terrain around just over there, as you know. It's an interesting one because it sort of sits in a valley, this airport, doesn't it? Right, everything looks fine. Camera's ready. Bike controls, auto brakes max, check. That's good, reset that. Locked. The lineup checklist is take off runway 11, TCAS is set. And charts. Good.
Caledonia traffic, Caledonia 983, blast off, runway 11.
Alright, so for us, departing runway 11, outbound at 109, 2.9, we're turning right, 179, join and intercept the 156 outbound radial, MSA 3,000 feet to Bassa, then tracking direct to Scuba. So, in here. So 3DME, outbound, intercept on the track heading, and then we're tracking for Bassa on that heading of 156, Scuba, and we're away. Where'd he go? You already have one? Yep, there it is. New Caledonia F320, New Zealand 783. Backtrack runway 11. Let's go. Stroby strobes. Come on.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Does what doesn't. Cool beans, right. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you can join me in the voice room. Hiding away there. But really, pretty long runway. Oh, oh yeah, just on the taxi. Gonna do a U-bolt in a minute. No traffic around, nothing on TCAS. Look at that. Yeah, Skip, gotta watch where you go. Don't look outside. What do you reckon? We'll go around the left. Go on, don't stop, don't stop. New Caledonia 320 New Zealand 783, line up departing runway 11, Scuba 3 Echo departure, flight 370 Auckland, traffic New Caledonia. Alright. Everyone ready to go, we're all good, we're all configured, let's go. Man, flex, SRS runway, auto thrust blue. V1, rotate. Positive, right? He goes up. Nice scenery out here. Just climb, auto thrust. Climb. Aircraft do the work now if that's one. On the spoilers. There's the turn. And command. AP1. And flaps up. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Fixing something in the back of the guy. Bear with me for 1 second. That was a bit loud. Ah, okay. Fix that. Sorry, I just had a quick split. Quick, like, brain fart. Not fart, thought. So, I'm just fixing something up. That might be. Cool, fixed. Done. There we go. We're tracking alright. We're at QNH, so that can go. And I have to do it down here too, don't I? Click that button there, that's standard. And standard across the board, so we're all good there. And we're climbing out nicely. We're heading for Scuba, and then we're on our way. Weather outside is frightful, but we are still going to fly. Actually, auto. Oh, really cold. Patchy. And the ortho blocks, but still nice. Let's get rid of some of that noise stuff. And some of the other noise stuff. Oh yeah, why is my phone going off? Nada. Cool beans. Right. There's our aircraft. Off we go. On our way to Auckland. It's my time. Oh, we got 2.5 hours remaining. Looking like a just after 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We're on our way to Auckland. Jack's ahead of us. He's in the 320 as well as New Zealand 933. And there's someone ahead of us as Air Caledonia 410. Vath is Sim. Not someone that we know, so not too bad. Who else is around there? Oh, let's come back. Is there like an event going on at the moment with Vat and Z that I don't know about, or is that all G? I got a few new airports as well. I went and got I got Haneda. Haneda looks awesome. I got Stansted off the TO, and I got Alicante as well. Oh, everyone's checking out the scenery? Oh, fair enough. It's a nice scenery, eh? Yeah, I think that's what we're up to. So it'll be interesting to go check out those airports, and hopefully, you know, I won't say that because put that into the universe, it'll all go wrong. Do that right now. Don't need thing right now. There we on the gunner right. So one of the things that I did, and yes, everyone can jump on me about this. I bought Volanta Premium. I've been this big, staunch person that's like, no, you can't have Volanta Premium because it's just a giant, you know, big farce. Well, yeah, I bought it yesterday because I need, if Colonel Base is gonna happen, or it's gonna be a thing, then I would rather have some sense of security knowing that it can save. So, you know, I'm not too happy with that. However, you know, it happened. I've had to swallow my pride. But it is what it is. Deal with it. Drop it on the chin. That's okay. No biggie. So, yeah, I was looking at the Air Callan repower. Oh, it'd be really nice to fly it now, especially with the fact that it's got, you know, it's got the Neo, and I'm again one of those people that's like, I don't really like flying an aircraft that doesn't exist on that route. Like, I know I fly the Aussie jet and there's a bit of, you know, bullshit in there because obviously it's fake, but you know, I like, if I'm flying an airline, I'd prefer to have the aircraft on it if I'm streaming. When I'm not streaming, I don't really give two shits. If I'm supposed to be flying an A380, I'll fly as a 747 or something. I don't care. It's more actually sort of the sense of the a better picture for the other people around, because like, oh, that looks cool. Someone's flying an A380, and it's like, yeah, but actually I'm flying a 747 or whatever. But yeah, How's everyone's weekend been? Let's have a look, see in the news. News.com.au. Not much going on news.com.au. Interesting to see people demanding demanding Johnny Depp to come back as the Jack Sparrow. Yeah, I agree to that. You know, you want continuity, especially if it's 5 movies in. Interesting. The Russians stating that they will probably not win any type of war there. Caledonia. Nothing interesting there. Nothing interesting. FS Elite. FS Elite. That music. What's going on with FS Elite? Yeah. So this was big news out of last night or overnight. It was PNG cost. Mini builds announced as Buffalo Niagara. New Great North Impulse. This is the interesting one, which is what I knew about earlier. I told you guys earlier when I spoke to Orbex at the Essendon Fields Air Show, or the open day. We'll have a look at that in a second. Milviz released their Cessna 310. How about Milviz, you release your ATR? That would be a nice idea. Okay? When you release your ATR, then I'll listen. But, airport's it. Till that happens. We'll have a look at the release notes for the fly-by-wire. I fly on the experimental version anyway. So I sort of get those benefits. But let's have a look, see. So what do we got? So PNG, the pricing has been revealed. How do we feel about this? I know Matt's mentioned already in his server. So following the news earlier today, the PNG will be released on Monday the 9th. Robert Randazzo, or our friend 777 Bob, had confirmed that the promotional price will be $70. Which, in fairness, not a bad cost. Not a bad cost for an aircraft. Look, and again, I mentioned the fact that they don't have a subscription charge to this, so it's not bad. Yeah, that gives you $30 credit with the potential for the 737-800 to cost you possibly $40. Mind you, that's US, so it's about $60. Again, the Aussie dollar and its ways. Anyway, so again, I don't think many people are going to buy this. I think the 600 is a waste of time, but each to their own. Yeah, that would be a good question. But it inspires a conversation about what do we expect of it? Good to be making US dollar? Yes, well, yes. How are you, Dina? You know, this song has the sounds from Sonic in it. You know, is the 600 a waste of money or a waste of time? Yes. And will I be buying it? No. You know, the 700, the 800, and the 900, all three of them would probably be looking at buying. The 900 is probably more of a last thought. I wouldn't think it as primary. Obviously, you'd want to get the 700 and the 800. They're your two primary aircraft. You're looking at about 150 US dollars. And take out your 30 bucks, it's about 120 bucks US. So about 150. Right. Not bad. Due out tomorrow, well, on the 9th of the United States, about 3 a.m. Tuesday morning, Australian time. So, yeah, shit happens. 3 a.m. onwards. It's going to be interesting to see how they pan out with the Max and what happens with the Max. Obviously, we all know that they would be going to make the Max. I think now it's at a point where the Max is matured enough to enable flight simulators. And I think Boeing would have that. If Boeing was one of the major stopping pieces for it, they'd be in a position where they'd allow it to happen. I think that's not a bad call. But yeah, interesting. MK Studios releases Cork. Promotional price is smart as well. Will lead people to buy the 600 and 900 who say, yeah. But again, why would you want to buy the 600? There's not many operators of the 600 in the world anyway, and none in mainline markets. Like, there's none in the US, I'm pretty sure, apart from Janet. And I'm pretty sure there's still 300s. The 700 widely used by Southwest and the like. But it's interesting because PMDG, and here's a very far left and a holistic picture view. PMDG sort of need to diversify themselves soon, because at the rate Boeing's going as a real world as a real world constructor, potentially Airbus is getting there, so there's a lot more people want to fly Airbus, and maybe it's time to sort of evaluate and whether they go, oh, do we need to look at maybe something different, maybe an Embraer or the A220 or something. I don't know, just a thought. Cork Airport was released. Mate, do you not realise that 1, your car's missing a tyre, and 2, you're going to put a dent in your roof? Also, I'll be reporting you to Crime Stoppers. Dick Street. Yeah, there's Cork. Canberra Airport. Scenery developer Impulse Simulations has taken to Facebook to confirm they are working on Canberra. So they were doing Darwin, runs issues with Darwin. $10 says the Air Force has stopped them. So now they're moving to Canberra. Canberra, we haven't had a proper Canberra or up-to-date Canberra scene in nearly 15 years. True fact. This is just one building, but yeah, good to know. Zwicky. What airport's this? Polish airport is Tarun. 11th largest. Yeah, I know they are. They're part of the fly-by-wire team. Does look good actually. Yep. Fly by wire. Let's have a look at some of the things. So, stable release. What do we got? We have custom flight management system with huge improvements to LNAV capability. Okay. Hydraulic overhaul, new separated tiller. Interesting. FS Lab and PNG partnership would be smart in my opinion. Will help with competing against Phoenix and sort of Aerosoft. However, and then I've just seen your messages, so give me a second. The fact that I don't know how Lefteris and Rendazzo relationship sits currently after the issues with the MD-11 in the past, I don't know how that would go if they could do it. So what we got here? CBDLC, Hoppies ACAS, TCAS 7.1, and Autopilot Flight Director TCAS. That's cool. Cockpit texturing, MDCU, web interface. Display typeface improvements, Autopilot Fly-by-wire, and auto thrust improvements. Various system improvement optimization. It is, yeah, it's a nice aircraft. Hoppies ACAS is a nice point. Thoughts on, I think I mentioned this last night. Actually, I did put that. Just let me have a quick look inside. How we go? Oh, look, we have TCAS. We've got Jack there. He's 2,000 feet above us. And we can see Norfolk Island. Actually, no, we need to put some constraints and some airports. Why can't you not do multiple? No. That's not working anyway. Put airports there. Look, is Alliance a smart move? Look, on the initial, yes, 100%. That's what they can do. Will the I think, as I mentioned last night, the biggest problem sits with the ACCC, and it's the biggest challenge the new head of the ACCC has to face. Do you want to remove a beg pardon? Do you want to remove another competitor from the aviation market? Alliance plays a very unique role in the fly-in fly-out market and the Acme market as well. And I find that potentially if they were to do it, it would put the foot into Virgin, for example, who is a consumer of Alliance's services. You know, Qantas pseudo own Air North. Air North use services of Alliance at the moment. Qantas use Air North, Alliance for their own flights as well. Is that there's another couple of questions around it is, why would you go out and order a massive fleet of A220s to replace things like your Dash 8s and the like, and the Fokkers and stuff, but then go and buy an airline that is the largest operator of the Fokker aircraft in Australia or in the world? And then it's an interesting, has this been in the plans for a long time? And you know, has Qantas been sort of whetting the appetite for a long time to say, hey, is this, you know, not a bad idea? And they're collecting the data that they need to understand whether that the Alliance business model works. At the end of the day, in my opinion, is it from a Qantas perspective, it's a very smart move. You know, so long as you don't touch that business unit, you let it do its thing, because that's what they do. They achieve well. You know, if they were to go into a large airline like Qantas, obviously there's large efficiencies drawn from that, and the like, and the long-term longevity of your regional network is sort of sewn up. But what does it do on the competitive landscape, and how does Australia deal with that? It allows the market to sort of open in one regard, because it's one less competitor there, one less independent competitor. But does it stifle competition? And I think it does, in a few ways. Does it allow carriers like Heavy Lift and those other sub-tier, like what is that, Mob, out of Bankstown, Pioneer, to sort of do their thing? Who knows? Actually, does anyone know, has Pioneer actually kicked off the flying for Air Kiribati? Anyone know? Alliance did buy their Embraers. Obviously, we know that. The question is, how much? Oh, really? Oh, they would be filthy. So they've got this aircraft paid for with Chinese money, and they're having to sell it. Interesting. But yeah, with the Embraers, it how much backroom wheelings and dealings potentially have been done? What is that? So, Kiribati is an island, an atoll group of islands in the northeast Pacific, and they decided to buy. You can fly the 700 for Enru, yes, correct. You can. They decided to buy this E2, and it's like, we're going to have our own airline. So they went out and bought this Embraer E2. They got the money from, one can only assume, China, which is 100% how it is in the Pacific Islands. How politics works out there. You want something, we'll give you money for it. That's how our airline got their first two 737-300s. They got money from Taiwan. Anyway, that's another story. So they were going to create their own airlink. They got Pioneer. They were going to put the aircraft on the Australian register, and they got the company Pioneer to do. They were going to do their entry on their AOC, so their Air Operator Certificate. And from what I can tell, from what the Smart Pirate is saying, is that that project's now dead in the water, and that would be because that introduction into service has obviously fallen over and not successful. They would be reeling. If that's the case. Thank you for logging in, that is spicy. I really hate the PP room website. I haven't had a read of that for a while. Did you play the new Air New Zealand demo? No, I did not. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I don't know if I'm a fan of the new safety demo. But it just, I don't know, like it just, like I respect. It's not that I don't like. I respect it. However, I don't feel. It doesn't capture me as much as things have in the past. So, like, for example, the what do you call it? The rugby ones, the Lord of the Ring one, the Hobbits, and all, and you know, the Betty Whites and all that. Those ones, they're fun. That they capture your attention, and they make you want to watch. And I saw that one, and I'm going, am I really captured by this, or is this just something that's a little bit, yeah. Again, you know, from a cultural point of view, good on NZ for trying to capture that, you know, Māori, that culture. You know, they do it a lot better than what we do in Australia. However, you know, is it really, does it capture that audience? Sam, hello mate, how are you? What's going on, mate? You know, I've had a lot of people sort of argue that they don't they wouldn't want to do it, or they don't want to do it. And I'm sort of like, you know, you got to think, the aircraft only has 230 odd seats on it. So it's not like it's a high, not an A380 with 460 seats. You know, it's high premium and low density. So is it, you know, is it like, is it going to fail? Probably not. And the thing is, with cargo weights as well, also cargo, if you can get, say, fresh fish from Australia, say from Hobart to New York, in less than, oh shit, cool. Say you can get fresh fish from Hobart to New York in 24 hours. That's unheard of. Or London, or Paris, or Rome, or Frankfurt, or Amsterdam. That's unheard of before, because you got this transit stuff. Well, I've made the right call. I was watching a video yesterday. I think I did see an interesting point put across about Twitch and YouTube and what's going on with Twitch. So we'll see how that goes. In saying that, you know, the ability to get from one side of the earth to the other non-stop within less than 24 hours, people will get on board. People get on board now from, pardon the pun, from Perth to London. People go, oh, I don't want to do that. It's like, well, you do, and people do. You know, what the fuck's going on with this plane? Like, yawing and stuff. The wind looks like it keeps changing. Are we oscillating now? Oscillating? Looks like we're oscillating. Please don't oscillate. Oh, we're good? You're right? You're okay, aircraft. Cool. Cool. Going well in a taxi from the airport. Where'd you go, Sam? What'd you get up to? Where'd you go? Who'd you see? What'd you do? Yeah, you know, I think that there's benefits in both. And I think a lot of people are going, oh, Alan Joyce, this is the way Alan Joyce thinks Qantas. And it's like, no, it's not. It's a very... all you have to do is look at to what Air New Zealand did. Air New Zealand's whole point was, end of the world, how do you make it better? And it's not just the Australian market as well. You got to think, there may be people in New York that want to fly direct to Melbourne or Sydney or Brisbane or wherever the hell they want to go in Australia, non-stop. Yeah, well, it wouldn't surprise me because, again, if you're paying in British pounds, you've got a higher value on that. You don't have to paying landing taxes, ground handling taxes, import duties, and all the other crap into a secondary or tertiary destination. And this is the whole thing, right? If Qantas can get rid of the ability to stop in an intermediary port, which is going to save them a lot, and they're only having to refuel once and load once and all this sort of shit, they're going to win out because you're avoiding this mid-charge, which is the whole point about it. If you can get rid of that mid-charge, everything's fine. Perth to London, yep. Sure, went down to Sydney to see the NRL game and the misses. Oh, who'd you go watch? Who played? Yeah, nice. Battle of the West. Penrith. I don't know. I don't. I know it's Parramatta Eels and Penrith. Must be. The new first class. Yeah, one of the interesting ones that was missing, one of the interesting details, and a lot of people picked up on, is the fact that there's no window. Now, I think that might be an oversight in the graphics design, but who knows? But yeah, Penrith fans, right. Yeah, it's an interesting one. The you know, Qantas has redeveloped their first time probably since they released the A380. They haven't had a need to put a first class on the 7A. Kia ora, Louis. Hello, mate. How are you? Where are we at? Oh, we're all on the same. Love how your streams have been aligning with my daily schedule. Well, mate, I try to impress, you know. That's my job. I'm here to impress. And fill people's lives full of joy. Yeah. Oh, have an unread message. Screenshot. Oh, Jack. With some screenshots. Oops, sorry. Oh, wrong page. Oh, hang on, stand by. This doesn't have a filter on it. What? A filter on it. That's a bit. Where are you getting all the. Oh, mate, wouldn't you like to know? Apparently, I don't have an effects filter on it. But it is the only Australian company to have. It's an interesting question whether Qantas do or not, because will they invest in an aircraft? Hey, look, see, Really. Do they invest in an aircraft that they are now no longer going to keep? So, you know, as a stopgap intermediary type thing, are they going to keep it? Probably not. And that's the sharp reality of it. I don't think they will keep it. Did you see the new YouTube video of the new QF350? I didn't see the YouTube video. Yeah, so, and the thing is, I think what you'll see, although the press is going, oh, Qantas is getting getting 220s and 321s and 350s, they'll also end up getting 320s as well, because they have an order book. So the Qantas group itself has an order book for over 300. Oh, sorry, up. I think the count was 299. 320 Neos. So, no doubt they will take some aircraft out of that, and you'll have a mixed fleet of 321s and 320s at Qantas, which will be good. They can scale. Wonder where they'll go. What, the 320s or the 73s? Maybe you can ask Alan for a good deal on their 73. They're probably all leased. Cool. 73. Oh, they'll probably just get parked in the desert, mate. Chopped in the Coke can. Some of them are, you know, they're 20 years old. The first class sucks for two reasons. No real desk to work. Able for two people to fly together and interact. Yeah, that. Yeah, and I guess that's where that SQ part wins over. But I don't know if it's, you know, you look at other airlines and their first class products. It's hard to tell until you can see the physical product. Yes, true. New aircraft for Virgin. Well, Virgin's on the cusp of getting, you know, these Maxes, and they're going to get 4 Max 8s started next year. I don't know. It's an interesting thing because their number, they must be in negotiations with Qantas to determine the future. You know, there has to be some talks in the background. If you've backed into the if you've backed in to go with the Max, obviously you're talking to Boeing about other things, and so thoughts are like the 787. When's Bonza launching? Sometime later this year. Things are progressing at Bonza, from what I've been told, and yeah. What's your name? I knew you'd be waiting for that. When's Larkin Air launching? Haven't heard anything from them. London flights next, you reckon, Dino? Yeah, so Bonza, I think, is later on this year. Looks like they're progressing well. Rex for the win. Delta partnership. London flights next. It wouldn't surprise me if Rex start teeing off at key markets where they know they'll make money. So Denpasar's a tick in the box. Maybe Auckland, some of their domestic services. It's an interesting one. The way that they're playing things out, it's sporadic, and it's because of, from what I can see, it's a somewhat amateurish outfit, but also doing something right, if that makes sense. Yeah. When's Larkin Air launching? Haven't heard anything for a bit from them. So Larkin Air is starting up next week. You didn't know that already? We're going to start with trucks. It needs to be a startup on regional NZ flights. There is no competition, and Air New Zealand charge colossal fee. This is the interesting thing, though. What's the population of New Zealand? Does anyone know off the top of their head the population of New Zealand? Surely it'd be what, 10 mil? 10 million people? 5 mil. Yeah, okay. So you don't have the ability to sustain it. Is this for me to present somewhere, is it? I can demonstrate it. Could be. Oh, okay. I can. I've just been demonstrated something. I've been shown something. You'll see it first here. Waiting for it to fucking load on my phone. Doesn't want to work. They charge more for Auckland Ketiketi, which is a 30-minute flight, than Auckland and Christchurch. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, because you can bloody drive there. I'm surprised the greenies in New Zealand are like, yeah, we can do that. Quite surprised, actually. What is this? Just waiting for something to show up, and then we'll have a little play with it. We'll have a look in a second. Yeah, it's interesting because what are the costs associated with starting an airline in New Zealand? Like, you know, Pac Blue did it, but they did mainline stuff, and that didn't last. And then Greetings used, yes, and then that has its own environmental impacts, and we go around in circles. Oh. How do I need to log in? Oh, mobility data. Is that what I want to do? Don't Jake, you pull the regional fleet, I guess, in. It's not that it's extensive, it just offers a better, yeah. Okay. I'm just having a look, see. Give us 1 second, guys. I'm going to be playing around with nothing. Data analytics. Alright, so that's it. Workplace origins of passenger reserve within Melbourne. Okay, what are we looking at? Is this like where they go? Is that what? Always a roll of the dice if you fly just down to Wellington. It's almost who could cancel. Really? Try it again. Ooh, there you go. So is this where people travel to ex-Melbourne, is it? Well, East Coast stuff, but Asia stuff, but look at that hot map in England. Where are they going here? Interesting. To Israel. Yep. Getting information. Oh, hang on. Oh, hello. Have you got a push to talk button set? Oh, I can change that though once. Where are you, VIP? Right now? How about that? Oh, no, gone. What? Hang on. Something's gone wrong. Stand by. Broke the thing. Yes. Yes. How about now? Is that? Can you talk now? Should be able to talk now.
Hey, hello.
Hello. I don't know what happened there. So, Dino, the smart pirate. What are we looking at? Where's he gone? You there?
Yeah, so 3 sets of mobility data.
Yep.
So that map there, it grabs all the 3 billion mobile phones that we have access to, and it tells you the location. So that data there is telling you that in February of 2022, people who were observed inside the Melbourne airport terminal, this is their usual place that they live. So you start to get a picture of, forget in and around Melbourne, we're talking about people who live outside of Melbourne. So you get to see all around the world where they actually live, and you can tick the little box at the top and it shows you where the non-stop services are.
Okay. How did you manage to get this data? You said it's from mobile phones.
Yeah, we sell this data to airports and to airlines. So this is the cutting edge. I knew you'd appreciate it, to look at where we can look at passenger intelligence in terms of seeing where people originate from. So a couple of interesting things there. If you look south of Perth, you can see why there's a Bustleton flight.
Yep.
If you see
A little bit.
western,
How much does a dot represent?
it's like a cluster of devices. So
Okay.
if you look at like January as well.
Yeah, hang on. Perth would be empty. A lot of traffic in the north of Tasmania too.
Yeah, so you can see. So again, these are people who have pinged inside the Melbourne Tullamarine terminal in January of 2022.
Yep.
And you can see like south of Perth, there's a big group, and you can see obviously southeast Queensland, but you can also see in and around Sydney how it extends quite far to the west.
So the indication of the airport out west would be because of that data there, potentially.
Yes. So again, these people showed up in January at Melbourne Airport, so you can start to see where people are coming from. So if you're going to start a flight, you know, there is definitely capacity if you wanted to fly a flight from Wollongong, because there's a whole bunch of people that are travelling from the south of Sydney, and then obviously Newcastle is another big one where there's a service. So
I'd love to see the data for Auckland and have a look at what's going on in New Zealand. Then we can sort of add on to that conversation we were just having about that domestic travel. Interesting, bit of Fiji traffic there.
then I could show you that, but then you'd have to pay for it thousands of dollars.
Oh, okay. Can you just subscribe
Thanks.
for the 12 months as a VIP super, and then I'll give you the money back, right?
If you look at the US, for example.
Okay, that's all in the LA region, but in what, San Fran? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so if you again, there wasn't as many flights obviously in January,
Yeah.
but you start to get an idea. When we looked at the 19 data, the amount of traffic in Seattle, the amount of traffic in Dallas and Houston was
Is
like
that why
crazy.
Seattle became a destination for Qantas? How come this data is a little bit weak?
The March, that's just there's probably not as much in there. So if you look at January's probably the strongest one because it's got the biggest data set. I mean, we go back to 2019. So there's another interesting one there for January is if you look at Israel, you can see that El Al wants to do a direct flight.
So they're still pushing for that?
Well, if you look at that traffic, you can see there's a obvious reason why.
Yeah. So Louis, international borders for Australia open when? Late last year.
1st of December, but
1st of December,
still a lot of people not traveling, and obviously there hasn't been as much service as well.
Is this,
if you go,
is this mobile phone data from only passengers in the domestic terminal?
it's from Melbourne's unique, obviously, as you know, and most people know, because it's a joint terminal. So we built a geofence around the whole thing.
Oh, really?
And I'll show you actually if you go to mobility data again.
Local catchment line.
Yeah, go to local catchment. So now, if you load that one up, this one is now looking at the people who, in local catchment, where they come from.
All right. So
these are people now who ordinarily live in Melbourne and where they've pinged in the Tullamarine Airport in February, so you get to start to see where they're coming from now.
a lot in the CBD. You're probably looking. Oh, it's interesting here in the southeast, the inner southeast. There's a bit of traffic there.
Yeah, and then you get to see too. I mean, that makes sense, obviously, in and around the CBD, but you can see how far away people come from, but also you can see how many people actually come from Geelong. So when we did the analysis to see how many people are coming from Geelong, actually a lot of people bypass Avalon and come straight to Tulla.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of reasons for that because there's a lot more choice, and I don't think Jetstar offers probably the best packages available to do that.
When you look at the Avalon data, interestingly, most of the people going to Avalon actually come from the western part of Melbourne, so
Yeah, well, that makes
not Geelong.
Yeah.
You can also see a big sector in Ballarat as well.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. So is this data available to say government procurement? So when they're looking at building infrastructure, that they can, if they're building rail lines and the like, are they looking at this as well?
I guess so. So we're just taking it. This is data that's been available, and we're taking it for the first time into aviation. So we've been using it extensively in the US with airports and airlines.
So let me play devil's advocate for a minute. Maybe. I could be wrong. What if you're an airport worker?
Yeah, it will certainly capture your device. However, we have a process where once an individual device ID has been registered, it won't continue to ping. And you can actually see where the workers are, because if you go to the third chart...
Go on. Arch?
If you go to interior activity...
Yep. It's the demo. Where's the furthest travellers to the airport? Hang on, I'll come back to that. We're going to Melbourne. Which month? 3rd? 2nd?
Yeah, so we've broken it down here by days as well.
Oh, so I just need to look at that.
I think the heat map view up the top, there's a button you can hit heat map. I think I like that one better.
That looks like something you're not supposed to get, Dave. Hey?
So, what you can see here is this is just on a Sunday, every Sunday between 8 and 9 a.m. in the morning only.
Yep. Not a lot of flights to Jetstar, by the way.
So, a couple of interesting things. So, obviously, there's not as many internationals that time of the morning, but if you zoom...
That's bloody burning apart, mate.
Yeah, I mean, you should see it at night when there's like plenty of departures going. I guess domestic goes down at that point. We've only limited it just to give like people a
Yeah.
snapshot of like what it looks like. If you switch the heat map off for a second though. You can zoom right in and see like the people lined up at McDonald's and individual stores.
No, it's here on the corner.
So depending on the time of day, you can see like the coffee shops light up, etc.
Yeah, right.
And interestingly, if you zoom out a bit as well, you start to get an idea too that a lot of people, you know, visit different parts of the terminal at different times,
Yeah.
and we can actually see that people leave their phones on after pushback because you start to see data down the runway and then on the intersections also. So you can see there's a
What
bit
are you
of
talking about?
airside.
I don't do that at all.
No one does, but you can see there's a bit of airside pinging there. That's because it's both a mix of devices that people working at the airport have, but also people sitting on an airplane as well.
This data is really cool.
Yeah, it's cutting edge. It's basically looking, instead of relying on the data that the government provides in terms of passenger numbers, you can actually zoom in on your competitor's gate and see how many, you know, what time of the day, how busy they are, where you're getting most of your customers from, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, right. So, hang on. What do we say? Where's the furthest travel? Like, have a look at the local cap. That's bonkers. Yeah, how about that? First on Aussie 6, I bring you cutting edge technology. None of this other bullshit flight sim crap. Cutting edge technology, thank you. Where we got? So, far as Raugan. Yeah. Oh, Shepparton. This is in
Again, this is February. January is generally a busier travel month, so you can select January. You might see a few more.
get it. So, do we have anyone from Mildura? How does this like if you caught a flight from Mildura, would that count or no?
This particular thing, it would be no, only for people who are departing from Melbourne.
Okay.
So,
And how would you track that data? All that. Lawn?
so we can decipher when you look at how often a device sits in a particular place. So if it sits there for 2 weeks, you start to assume that it's from that's where it lives.
Yep.
So then you can start to build an algorithm to figure out, you know, where else it shouldn't be or where it does travel from. So
Nothing in Albury, no. So you got some. Yep.
And if you really want to get scary, if you tick these show individual devices and then you zoom into some of the streets in Melbourne, you'll start to see where people actually live.
Wow, that's data that. And okay, explain to me the legalities on this. Is this
Switch hexagon off.
yeah? Explain to me the legalities around like this, for example. Obviously, it's non-discriminative or not non-identifiable, but how does
So every time you click agree to share your data with apps like Uber, like Lyft, those type of apps, this is where it's getting it from. So yeah, it's de-identified, but
it's
you've got
pulling
to-
data
gotta
through,
use-
say, an API?
Exactly, that's exactly what it's doing. So we can do this. So here's a reason why this would be good for Bonza, except they don't want to listen to me when I tell them. But they have a lot of fly versus drive traffic, right? So they want people who would normally fly from Coffs Harbour to Sydney. They want to be able to see what that market size looks like. So what they do is we could put like a geofence around the road just south of Coffs Harbour, and you start to see how many people end up in Sydney.
Yeah.
Instead of leaving from the Coffs Harbour airport. So yeah,
This
there's
is
a huge
interesting. This is obviously would be like this car back here would be cabin crew.
Yeah. It's actually interesting too from the airport point of view. Airports want to know which car parks are getting used the most. Where are people, like not just the numbers, but like where are the people coming from?
Yeah.
Also, are people catching Ubers? Are people driving? So you get to see traffic moving on the road. Anyway, this is a really, really small like snapshot.
Yeah.
So this what you're seeing here is people who ordinarily live in Melbourne and where they're coming from to the airport.
Yeah, you toss all up and down. What this would be interesting. Like driving all the way from Portsea. Like,
Where else are you gonna go?
What's that? Well, this is the interesting thing. Like, would Melbourne Airport be curious? Like for me, as a curious person, I would be looking at that data and going, okay, how are they actually getting to the airport? Are they cutting across to, Ocean Grove and that, getting the ferry and then coming up that way, the shorter way, or are they actually going around that way?
Well, you'd be able to track it. You can just put a geofence around it. So there's another use case as well. Skybus figure out where people end up when they leave the terminal. So we looked at where is within 2 hours of leaving the terminal in Tulla, where do people go if it's not their individual house?
Can you zone down to that much data?
Yeah, and I can tell you in January by far where everybody went. See if anyone can guess. Where is the number one place people that leave Tullamarine within 2 hours go, and that's the people who don't go to their individual houses.
The McDonald's at the BP outside the airport.
That's one, but it's not the most popular.
Is it a restaurant?
So there's two ones that keep showing up. One is something to do with shopping, and another is something to do with a hotel-ish.
Hotel-ish. So what, the airport hotel?
Nope.
Okay. Shopping, so what? Which DFO do they go to? Do they go to High Point?
DFO is definitely, Essendon DFO is by far one of the biggest ones, but that's not the number one.
So what was number one? Gadsden?
No, it's a well-known casino.
Oh, well, there you go. Off to the cash we go, everyone. So that's the hotel?
I mean, it's hard to know for sure because it's all a guess in one building, but yeah, the majority of the traffic. And look, January's an industry month. Depends on which year, but there could be a lot of Chinese New Year traffic as well. But by far, the majority of people within 2 hours of arriving at Tullamarine, if they don't go to their individual house, either end up at DFO Essendon or go to Crank Casino. Yeah,
right. So question there in the one, I can't give you the link because it's a private website, unless Dean's happy to share it. So a company like this can pull data from another app on someone's movements without their direct consent. Just interested in knowing the legal side of this.
You have, the moment you hit accept, you have consented, unfortunately.
So once you open up the Uber app, you're consenting to the wider spread of that data.
It depends. There's two ways to look at it. One is you can definitely go into your phone and limit location data, and so it won't capture it. And as we know, Apple made some changes on how they first ask you if you want to share it, but most people just end up sharing it. And so we can this is a very significant, we have access to 3 billion devices.
Wow. And you're just getting data for free.
Oh no, it's not free. We certainly pay for it, but
you pay what? So you would pay the likes of Uber and that to get that information, or
you pay a company who feeds in a whole bunch of companies' APIs and then puts it in a nice way that we can then do geofences and do something with the data.
Yeah, right. Apparently, it doesn't show the data for when it flew in. Hey, there you go. Not me. Didn't agree to the terms. Sorry. I mean, it's not like we didn't know companies sell you data anyway. That's. Oh, this is the thing. Like, it's a thing that we sort of nonchalantly look at and go, oh, well, we accept because we want the convenience of the service, don't we?
There's two ways to look at it. there's one definitely that as an individual you should be mindful of what you're transmitting to the world at all times. But secondly, from a business point of view, like this is very, very valuable information because it doesn't individually identify who it is, like from a demographics point of view, but it certainly helps you attract new airlines because you get to see where people end up, new services, and you've got like way better data. Because the problem is when you look at the government data, especially in the US where it's actually very, very good, it tells you how many people flew, how many people went through TSA, how many people, how much they paid
actually,
for their fare.
good point. Let me just pull that up again because I found that data was really cool as well. 1 second, folks. So, have a look at this. April. So, look at this massive drop. COVID traffic. And then, look at the US traffic. What's CATSA, by the way? Oh, Canadian.
Yeah, Canada.
So, but again, you could also see that the market stalled through Canada and sort of laid flat, if not actually depeaked. But the US has just kept going and going and going and going and going. And finally, Canada's sort of catching up.
Yeah, you get to see that percentage at the top. So we're at 88% of 19 here against 67 in Canada.
Yeah. LAX.
Yeah, it'll just take a second because it's going through like millions of lines of data to build you something because there's like literally 2 million TSA people.
Yeah. So this is Los Angeles. So Los Angeles is the blue line, which has gone up with trends with the other data. That's interesting as well. That's very interesting. Look at that data trend. It matches the TSA 7-day average. That's so
one other use case is we work with companies here that actually are now operating buses in lieu of regional jets on certain segments to see where people are coming from, and it can be a very convenient connection to do it straight from the terminal onto the bus. Your bags are loaded and you end up at your destination, but you pay the fare. And if you look at the next one down as well, the O&D, I think you'll find that one interesting as well.
It's all for good intent. The data is used to improve facilities and services, so I don't see a problem as a consumer. I suppose it's just a bit scary when you can see exactly who is traveling. Yeah, look, and I guess that's sort of the confronting nature of it, but we as a society demand things these days that dictate, we want faster services, we want better services, we want more efficient services, we want to be able to get on a road and not be impacted by traffic, and this sort of data would say potentially dictate future development in road planning, for example, where you go, okay, everyone that's going to, I don't know, King Street in Melbourne, they all started at this destination here, or whatever, and then you sort of plan your road networks around as well. Let's see how you can apply that data, and obviously in this case being aviation, but how you could apply it as well with regards to non-aviation aspects. And obviously you're a small fish in a big pond in this regard.
It has broader use cases too. For eVTOL, you start to identify trends where people are coming from and stuff like that, where it would make sense, for example, to put in a vertical takeoff and landing spot, etc. So there is like pretty good use cases for it. If you look at the O&D data too, and if you click on LA, I think you'll find like some of that stuff interesting. Because in the US, we publish.
I just gave away the link.
Oh.
We can delete the video.
It's okay. It's only very limited data. Not everyone has it.
1 second. James really balls that up because I was half expecting. I will edit. So what are we doing? O&D.
If you go to O&D and then you click on Los Angeles. So in the US, we have a lot more data that gets published by the government. Average fares, the PDU, everything like that's all very
What
handy.
market is JFK?
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Wonder why Las Vegas is a big number. I can see, so this would sort of go, and you'd be looking at how this traffic from Angeles goes on to Chicago, and that's Qantas.
Yeah.
to-
So you can see, if you just hover your mouse over JFK, you'll see that the PDU, which is the passengers daily, is 3,400. But you can see what the average fare is as well. Whereas if you compare that to what's happening in Hawaii, you'll see the average fare is considerably different. So you can see like where the premium markets are. So you start to think about, okay, well, if the average fare is 257 and there's 3,400 people flying that, you get to appreciate, you know, how you can make significant money on certain routes.
Yeah. Oh, that's very.
Yes, so if you have data requirements, come and see us at Visual Approach Analytics.
Yeah, Louis, this is how I get all the data for you guys, alright? My secret's out. Fully aware now. Yeah, well, there you go. That, I appreciate it.
It's okay, and when I come back to Melbourne later this year, I'll try and put you on a private jet.
Oh, well, thank you. Bravo something something?
A couple. Valley Romeo Whiskey is the good one, the Falcon, but I'm running Clive's jet as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, not, he's got the global, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't need the 34 squadron stuff, mate.
Yeah, he's got his own money.
Well, I don't know. Is it all fake money?
It's about as real as Trump's, I think.
So you've invested in providing a top-notch experience. You pay for our data to see what the optimum stream times is. Hey, that is an idea. I probably should do that actually. Well, look at what data I could pull out of YouTube. But I wonder if that data would be available. Surely it'd have to be available somewhere and go, when is the viable time to stream
Everything is available.
for a price?
Right.
Oh. Definitely interesting.
Alright. Have a safe landing.
Thanks,
I'm going
mate.
to bed now.
Cheers, bye. Have a good night.
Right.
That's the Smart Pirate, everyone. If you haven't heard his voice before, you actually have. If you remember back to the 24-hour stream, and we went through, I think it was ETOPS planning and the like. That was Dino then, and that's Dino today. So there you go. No, it's on Instagram business. You can see the optimum data. Yeah, that would mean I'd have to use Instagram, which if anyone's willing to help out and sort of run those things, sort of aid, or if they're good at video editing and stuff, I just make the content and you make it look good. Let me know. Happy to help. I'm happy to front up some dosh if need be to make it happen. Let me know. Get on TikTok. Yeah, can do. But what do you post on these things? Like, and I guess it's not so much the generation. For me, it's, how do I put it? Yeah, best moments, fails, funny moments. Yeah, right. YouTube Shorts is there. I like. I'm happy to do that. Good for location data, so everyone should sign up. I've got a decent following on Instagram for what I do. I think it's never use hashtags. Yeah, right. So what are you posting on Instagram? Guys, give me a sec. I need to go get a drink. You rather not find your stream. Come on, mate. Why are you not wanting sharing your stream with us? We're all family here. Aren't we? We're all family. How we tracking? Our way. Yeah, that was pretty interesting, pretty insightful. Goes to show what's going on in the world, for that matter. Interesting. Just to be able to see that kind of data, it's like, wow, just sort of exists. Right. So let's have a look at our arrival stuff, shall we? There's top of the thing showing up on the ND now. So we want food and we want star. What are we coming in by? Elnos. Does anyone know what the arrival is? That one. Yeah, those air traffic controllers out there. That's the one. You wanna know the active runways at Auckland? Do we have A2C also? All right. But looking at the weather is 2-6, it would be 2-3 for. It's just like all the approaches and stuff like the best. So let's have a look at these charts first. Charts. 2-3 coming. Probably won't be this one. Sassy. Okay, cool. So that's fine. Oh shit. I don't want to do that. I want to have a crack on the RNAV. I don't want you. That might. No. That could be. Right, okay. So, which one do we want then? On that one? Which one do you reckon? What's that? The X-ray or the I'm more inclined to do the X-ray. All right, X-ray it is. So, question is, which one leads into Passive 9 Alpha? I don't know. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, so it's the 7 Charlie BDAG. That's fine. I really don't like. Alright, so it's Baziv departure. Fine. With the Elnos transition, and then you're going in through the Kidag to that. Kidag and come. Cool. Done. So NZ arrivals. 2-3 left, and it was the no, fuck off. Fire. No, you're right. Rival. Two, 3 left, X-ray. You mean no vires? So Elnos. Is that right? Elnos to Bassive. Alright, so doing this is mon. That's wrong. What's this? Over here. Yeah, I thought that looked broken. Hang on. So that should be a little better. Broken. X-ray looks fun, they said. Try it out, they said. G'day. Like it. Go Bob. Esmon. What broken for you? Esmon Arkov. Why is it? See, it's in there twice. WTF. Right, that's right. That's fine. Fixed it. Relax. It's all good. Oscar 2950. Really don't like Oscar 326. Go Bob 35. 35. Esmon 2000. Cool. Alright, performance. QNH for the airport 1024. Temperature 17. The winds 260 at 7. The minimums. Arrow 420. We are 420 certified. Yeah. Cool. Alright, well, we're all good. Bit of ambiance, you know? Bit of ambiance. Where's the pedestal? Not over here. So, lights all good? Lights all good? Yeah. Right. We're all good. Jack's 40 miles ahead of us. We're looking good, folks. Look at that. Good day. Looks very nice. No, he's moving with Valanta. You can't see who's like your photos. still hesitant to uninstall P3D. But okay, the question is, what do you use P3D for? Aircraft that are not in MS yet. I haven't felt the need for MS first. So which aircraft are they? The PNDG 737 and if it's labs? Maybe the wide body PNDG product? Oh, nice, Jack. Look at quite nice, dude. Nice. See, my thing was, obviously I bought my computer, but like if you're not, if you're not flying it regularly, then what's the point? All right, so when was the last time? Actually, that's not. I was about to say when was the last time you flew the 7.5? 7.4 I understand. 7.5, Captain Crap 7.6, yeah, 7.7 and 7.87. But you know, that's life. You know, you gotta rip that band-aid off, and sometimes even when you you know, when you know yeah, interesting. I'm just having a look at the Twitch counts. See some viewers over there at Twitch, huh? Again, another thing about ripping band-aids off. I wonder whether the yeah. Control 1. Ooh. Control 2. Or Control 3. Control 4. Control 5. 7. 8. 9. 0. Interesting. Well, actually. APU auto exiting. What? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. How are we looking? Let's have a look at our analytics for the channel. If you're that way interested, we getting some more views. We're punching our views. That's nice. Thank you very much for being here. The watch time, we're down 40%. Oh no, shit happens. Oh well, too bad. Reach. We got 1,700 impressions. We got a 4.6% increase in click-through rate. Hey, not bad. So 34.6% find us through the percentage of viewers for the browse feature. Then 25% come from suggested videos. 13% come from unknown or direct, which would be through you guys through the Discord. 12% through the YouTube search. 9% from other channels. And 4.5% from other. Yeah. 100% of my external traffic comes from Discord. I wonder why. Apparently, 35% came through the flight being Wellington. That's interesting. Interesting. Average view time is 18 minutes. Top watch time was our Wellington stream. Not bad. Gotta get that custom views going. You can get wing views, etc. Yeah. No. How do you reset the position? Watch time from subscribers. Only 15% not subscribed. Well, here's to you people. I love you see these videos like 70% of viewers do not subscribe to this channel. And here's an interesting thing. Of the top geographies of people that come to this channel, 9.7%. 9.7%. Hang on, what the fuck are you doing now? Go back. And 19.1% come from New Zealand. 19.1% of you people that watch me are from New Zealand. And apparently only 9.1% are from Australia. Wow. There you go. Interesting. Yeah, so how do you set up the old custom view? I think Matt mentioned it. Look at that. Airbusen A330 A320. Bit dark, doesn't it? That one's up a little bit. Is this the one with the filter on it, is it? No, I deleted this filter too. Why is that screen brighter? The fuck? This has got no filters on it. Then I've pressed the button. I don't want to be refiling. That's the other question. How do you now, say for example, this flight shits itself. How do you set up, how do you go back to the flight? Turning. How that works? Oh, I see New Zealand underneath. New Zealand cuzzy bro. Yeah, for Valanta. I wonder how that works. Refreshing. Very refreshing. Oops. I don't know. A little bit quicker flight than I thought it would be, actually. I thought it was going to be a 3-hour flight. And no. Fun. Maximum maneuvering speed is 0.8. Max takeoff weight 79 ton. I think that number's a bit cooked because I know this aircraft can take 186. We did do that, didn't we? 80 miles top of the descent. Okie dokie. I tried today. You got to load into a flight from the sim, I'd say, in the air, then you load the flight from Valanta. Seems a bit fiddly. Got to load into a flight from the sim, I'd say, in the air, then you flight off. But does it? Surely there's like how to load a what's it? So it says that autosave. Simply load the save flight within Valanta or in the sim directly and it bring you back to where you let off. Ah, there you go. Great highlight video. Cool. No worries, just checking some things in the background. Did you see that all Nigerian airlines are ceasing operations due to fuel prices? I did. Yeah, we spoke about that last night. Yeah, quite interesting. That's outrageous. Well, I guess it's not outrageous. You know, unheard of. Like the world The world fuel price impacting carriers. Yeah. Have a quick look at something, bear with me. Oh, that's right. The Bulldogs managed to stay in 10th spot on the ladder. Gold Coast have had 2 wins. 3 wins even. Odd. I'd help you. Come on, up. Good girl. Oh down. You want some love, everyone. Look, there she is, Minnie Meow on the camera. Oh, Minnie Meow the meow. Okay, you want the scratches? All right, let's. We need to get ready for the approach because we're about 40 nautical miles from top of descent. We want this to be the 420. On the descent. 777 Bobicus. Good evening, kind sir. How are you? Well, my friend. Oh, I wasn't supposed. We're gonna have to talk about cutting those nails, young lady. You're a bit sharpy sharp. Where are you going? Oh, now you don't want to talk to me, do you? Okay, rude. Rude cat, rude. He's literally just here under the camera. Yeah. Her head, she's managed to just avoid the camera. Right. So we're getting pretty close. Looks like Jack will be on descent first. He is descending now. There's our waypoint Baziv. 80 nautical miles. We probably want medium auto brake. Brake medium, yes. Speed brake. Probably should have had the AP run the whole flight, but that's okay. Minor. Cool. I tried to sleep all the weekend and wake up Monday afternoon. Did I do it? No. No, you didn't. No. And we have to wait an extra day here in Australia. Like, you know, we gotta keep going till, you know, Tuesday. 3 AM Tuesday morning. Poor Conti's gonna have to wake up early again. Oh, too bad. Yeah. 3 a.m. apparently Tuesday morning. You know, the rest of the world's more forward in time. And a big. Cool. Sorry, just checking something. I'm the inventor of time zones. Well, you know, I can't blame the TVA. They don't exist. Right. Top of drop. Performance. Page. Why doesn't this give me a countdown? Sure, didn't this painted? Not painted. Like, this used to do that, didn't it? It used to give you a calculator that count to that distance. That's right, we'll push the button there. Managed. Going in the area, IFR 320, New Zealand 783, lead follow 370, the massive 7 something, arrival. Runway 23 left. Right, yeah, okie dokie. I fly out to Mackay Tuesday. What? Are you going on holiday to Mackay or what's going on there? How am I? Yeah. 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 I neither what's the term? Yeah, I'm existing. I'm doing alright. Yeah. On the farm. We're the farm in Mackay. Embraer. Ooh. That's an interesting job. Transfers on, that's fine. There we go. Plenty of aviation jobs in Perth going at the moment, James. Low control job. Yeah. Low control. Have you ever been employed by the Qantas Group? Any member of the Qantas? No. Salutation. That's fine. Yeah, that's Oh shit. Back. Back. Oh, hang on. Cat, move. Really? Current. Cool. 1 second. Here's a question for you folks. Like, honest question. If, say for example, you make a commit to something, right? And it hasn't really delivered on what you expected it to. Should you stick to that commitment? Yeah. See something, you do it. Life's too short. No. Yeah, fair enough. It's an interesting one, Bob, because, like, yeah, whether you like, you make a, you don't want to. I don't want to shy away from, commitments like, but. Right. Right, we're going for Bonko. Hey, Bonko. Pinging ATC, nothing. Life's too short, no. By the way, dash cams tonight. Dash cams. Yeah. I don't know which server. Possibly which server. I'm not sure. Prepare staff for the de-icing. Cool. Is Matt around? He's with family. I'm not sure what time he's going to get home. If he is or not. Interesting. Right. Okay. So, yeah. What's next week look like in the streaming world? I'm not sure. Probably try and stream once. I won't be available on Wednesday, or I may be available late. Thursday, I'm actually going to a different area of work, so I won't be going to my normal place, so who knows, I'll be able to stay up a little bit later. Later come... sorry. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout. I was in my head, I was going, oh, I haven't got the money for that. Wait a minute, I've got a $100 voucher. So, you know, yeah, we can do that. Can I buy some aircraft that I have outstanding? Oh, standard. 1024. 1024 set across. Oh shit. Don't. Star-Lord. Really? Star-Lord. I can pay off that. Pay off this. Point. Good actually. Don't mind DC6 for X-Plane Kappa. He didn't. Yeah, chuck some suggestions in the Discord, folks. We'll definitely have a look at them. Funny, like it's good visuals that you know. Cool beans. Leave that for now. Worst feeling then your brain wanting to go back to sleep in the morning. Oh. Question actually. Problem is if you're experiencing that when like driving, that's a concern. Sound up in here. Up in here. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you're enjoying the channel, you know what to do. Oh, hello, Auckland. What are you doing over there, Star-Lord? Has anyone yet seen Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness? Click and subscribe. Start that, please. I forgot.
Auckland traffic, New Zealand 933 joining the RNAV X-ray runway at 23 left.
VATSIM. Jack, you on VATSIM still? I don't think you are. I'll check that. Well, yeah, I guess it's just not showing up. Like if I click VATSIM traffic, it doesn't show you. Weird. Unless it sort of hits me up on both. I don't know. Oh. What are we doing? We're slowing, are we? What? Oh, apparently we're already in approach mode. Slow to green dot speed. Roger. Well, that's interesting. It doesn't like show. Oh, I don't make the rules. Hello, Auckland. Any big buildings around? Auckland's. Ooh. What airport is that? What? Is it Winnipie? Winnipie. $30 and slowed right down. Yeah. Golden IFR 320 New Zealand 783 turns left, tracks Kidag, joins the RNAV X-ray, arrival runway 23 left. Traffic Golden. But yeah, okie dokie, loki dokie. On the approach. We don't know, let me do it. Going on the approach. No. Okay. We'll do it your way then. Approach is on. No chances. Oh, come on. Oh, it picks it up. big RNZAF Air Force Base of Winnipeg. It's there. Apparently I can't arm the approach. Can I do both? No. What is? Where to go? Speed control. Where do we have to be at? Max 210. What are you at? 210. On the speed. Do L39 just cut in front of me? Rude.
Auckland traffic, Air New Zealand 983, shot final runway at 23 left. Auckland traffic.
That guy's in the water, I think. How good? How nice is it? No? There's Auckland down there. There it is. There's the city. Just 190 knots. Come on, you gotta be CDA now. Let's go. Come on. Speed break now. Too high on the approach. This is gonna be fun. Turning. Might catch itself. Might throw the gear out early. How much? What do we got? Oh, yeah, okay, sure. Get down. Oh, now.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Hang on. Yeah. Okay.
Auckland traffic, New Zealand 983, vacated 22 left. Auckland traffic.
What's the descent glide slope? Glide slope here. 3 degrees. Degrees down slope. Oh, capture. Let me go slope. Come down 4.5. I see. Really?
$2,500.
Come on, kick in. Give me. Oh, you give me glide slope. You should give me glide slope. Come on. No, we got a descent. Altitude. We got nothing. Alright. Cool. Whatever. Let's fly the plane. Here we go, Auckland Alpha 320 New Zealand 783 turns final. Runway 23 left. Hey. I don't care what you think, miss. Control.
1,000.
There we go. Right, nice on the approach. Move below them. Very shallow descent.
$500. 100 above. 400. Minimum.
Loading.
300. 300.
300 again, what?
200. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
Versus green. Hey, you know what? Manual braking. Go the way. Thumbs up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Auckland. The local time is 7, just before 7 p.m. Hope you've enjoyed your flight today with Air New Zealand. And we hope you have a pleasant onward journey. Here we go, Auckland, New Zealand 783. Heads to the right. A little bit of oversteer. slow up a little bit. Cool. Cabin crew, disarm the doors and cross check. I want to go around to the right here, don't I? Gonna go in here. We're gonna park next to our friend Jack. Oh shit. Alright, you're set. Welcome to here. Wherever here is. Where are we? We're in we're here. We'll look at the there. Beverage. Excuse me, van. What do you think this is? You can just park up my backside? What's going on here? Hey, there's an aircraft here. Do you mind? You just gonna keep creeping or what? No, you stop. You park now under my aircraft. Well done. Biggie. Bing. Bing. Power. Oh. Ooh. This doesn't have shocks, doesn't it? No. Alrighty. But yeah, that was that. Yeah, it was about that. Let's have some on. Where is it? Stormlight. That one. We're all good there. That's that. Fine. Fuel pumps coming off. We're all good down here. Cool. Have a look at our checklist that we totally paid attention to. After landing checklist, thank you. Parking checklist. Totally did all these checklists. Park brake is set. And oxygen. And supply off. There's the exit lights. Off. Batteries. Off. FBs. Off. There you go, folks. Done and dusted. Catering's working in the back. There's our mate, old mate Jack, parked just next to us over there. How we park? We park with security. Those, yeah. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed the stream. You know, again, when personal circumstances don't get in the way, I'm more than happy to stream, and I enjoy streaming. I miss streaming, and competitively, but good. Yeah. Anyway, you get the point. So I hope you've enjoyed the last couple of days of streaming. I think we already streamed Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. There you go. Hopefully Matt will be back tomorrow for some streamings. As for me, maybe Tuesday, not sure. 737, we'll give it a crack. If you want dash cams, you can. Yes, I'm just trying to think. Jump into the lobby at about 6:45. 7 is 18, 0845 Zulu. If you want to get there, and we'll put you into the we'll sit there and watch the dash cams. Hopefully we're all good. Everyone's enjoying the stream. And all that. Jack's already gone. Look, he's already off. He's going to another flight. For me, yeah, I've had a bit of fun the last couple of days. Thank you for coming along. Please, you know, if you remember, if you see people that should be here, you know, remind them and say, hey, James streams and Matt streams and all this, and get them back into it. Wait for the aircraft to turn stuff up. Wait for it. It won't die because the APU hasn't died out yet. Apu. Didn't do that. It should be dead. I've turned it off. Is that a bug? Did I just find a bug in this aircraft? Yeah. There you go. Turn it off. So why? Ooh. Ooh. Good night. Oh, good night for tonight. Good night for tonight. Good night for today. See you in a little while. Have a good one.